Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sonic Forces. Yeah, I meant to record this earlier, but I just kept being so tired in the mornings before work, so I didn't end up doing any before work recordings, but I don't work today, so. Also, yeah, I set it back to 30 frames per second because even with the 48 frames per second, while it ran better than when it was on 60, it would still just have random moments of slowdown. I guess Xbox One games are just too intense for my computer. I guess that's what I get for having a laptop. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. Someday I'll get some kind of tower computer, but till then, gotta do 30 frames per second. Should still look better than that first episode Shadow Let's Play I did, because I'm still keeping like the sharpness settings the same as the last episode, where it was like I had that thing with the sharpness being just a better image, so like it looked a lot better last time. Oh yeah, we just beat Metropolis last time. Let's do some of these bonus levels first before we move on. So yeah, playing through the game again, I said this near the end of last episode, but... Alright, God, get up there. You know, and no, I'll stick with it. I'll just try and make it work. I was gonna say maybe lightning's not the best for this level. Yeah, my controller batteries are low. Who cares? I was pressing A. Rings. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the game's better than, like, after only like seeing the negative things for so long, it was just like, oh yeah, this game's gonna suck when I replay it. Yeah, it has bad parts, but I'll still stand by. I like this more than like Sonic Colors. Yeah, because it's fun to play. It has a good tone, even if it could have used some work. Like the story, like the plot, is like the order of events is actually fairly fine. It's mostly that the characters are just terrible. If the characterization was good, and then some other tweaks here and there, it could have been one of the best Sonic games, honestly. Yeah, like, its missed potential is really disappointing, but it's not as, like, annoying as Sonic Colors. Ow! I wonder if this bonus level will be long enough that we'll actually get to hear the guitar solo this time. Nope. Yeah, the guitar solo won't be for another 30 seconds. Yeah, the stages needed to be longer, because, like, actually the gameplay of the levels is pretty fun. It's just they're so short. Alright, now to continue the story. Before we move on to the next level, I should take a look at what weapons we got here. Let's see. For this boss, I'm gonna stick with one of the versions of the lightning. Faster homing attacks is pretty cool. Oh, that's what the X does over there. Also, might as well just take one more look through. See if there's anything that I'm interested in putting on. Here. Yeah, I know you can unlock Sonic Adventure 2 style soap shoes, but I don't know when. Alright. Let's just get back to the story.
We've got less than an hour before Eggman's plan goes down.
There's no more time. We have to break into the fortress now.
Oh yeah, seeing Shadow again, that reminds me. Just watched the Shadow, the first episode of Dark Beginnings yesterday, because it just came out. It was so good.
Indeed, this is it. Our last opportunity to bring peace back into the world.
Really looking forward to the next 2 episodes.
But when the battle ends, we'll have to part with Sonic. I mean, this Sonic, won't we?
Yeah, but who cares? It's stupid that he's even in this game. That's one of the things that, like, yeah, the characterization needed to be better, and Classic Sonic needed to not be in it. I already said this a bunch last time. Every Classic Sonic level could have been a Tails level, because Tails is the one doing all the talking for Classic Sonic in those levels. And you know, Tails is around with Classic Sonic on basically every level. The only level where Tails isn't with Classic Sonic is, so far, is Death Egg, and then this upcoming level he's gonna have in this final area. But during both of those, Tails easily could have still done those. It's just like, they should have been Tails levels, because then even if Tails did have some moments of weakness and wimpiness, he would have at least made up for it by being useful rather than just being this crap that he is in this game.
Yes, if the Phantom Ruby is gone, I guess he'll be returned to his dimension.
Also, I like how they only had this retcon of him being from another dimension for one game, and then the next game, when they meant, like, Sonic Frontiers, they show flashbacks to classic Sonic stuff as if it is just their past, so they just went back to the Sonic Generations version of it being the past, which is better. Means they probably won't be bringing classic Sonic back to the modern day again, because I'm pretty, everyone, like, unanimously hated his inclusion in Sonic Forces, so I'm sure he's not coming back. He's gonna be in Shadow Generations, but that's because it's half remaster of Sonic Generations, and that game actually makes sense to have classic Sonic in it.
Thank you for everything, Sonic. I'll never forget what you did for us.
He did what Tails could have done. He did what Tails should have done.
Save the sentiments for later. This is not over yet. We still have a battle to fight. Exactly. This is our last chance. Give it everything you've got.
It's funny when everyone else is like looking all serious and talking, and then your custom avatar just shows up like, hello. And just with that big smile, it's so funny. This cutscene has some good music. I like the Resistance theme in it.
Let's go! Go! Take this!
Also, why is Sonic like barely jogging into the charge here? This actually could have been a cool scene, but most of the actions just feel so stilted.
Hey, Infinite! Long time no see. Did you miss me?
Why, yes, I did. I've been looking forward to finishing you and your annoying friends. I trust you're all ready for oblivion. If you're not, oh well. What? Who dares?
Target reconfirmed. Extermination mode initiated. Payback inevitable.
Omega, you've joined us? Awesome.
Is there no end to these annoying insects? I will
Oh yeah,
burn
he's just
your
kind of
resistance to
back.
riches, and you along
I guess
with it.
Tails did end up fixing him.
Whoa, you gotta be kidding. That's just a special effect, right?
No, it's not. While we're under the Phantom Ruby's control, it's a part of our reality.
Unbelievable. What chance do we have against that?
The sun will fall upon you all. Boom. The end. Your pathetic lives are over.
Look, it's reacting. Eggman said something about the Phantom Ruby prototypes. Let me see. Whoa, it is! He said the Phantom Ruby prototypes only react to the person who activated it. That must be you, buddy! Your courage and heroism are probably what triggered it. Just maybe, if you use this, it can make that sun disappear.
Yeah, because a lot of like the still shot, like cinematography looks good in the game, but yeah, the action and cutscene. Oh, I jumped over the thing. Looks kind of rough during action cutscenes usually.
Maybe we need to fight fire with fire. If you can get close enough to that sun, the prototype should
Whoops.
cancel out the effect.
You'll be burnt to a crisp before then. Give it up, rookie! Fall back!
I do like this level a lot. It's also probably the hardest level in the game, which helps. I mean, Iron Fortress isn't the... Whoops, I thought I still had the Lightspeed Dash charged up. I tried to light dash through that. Oh, whoops. Alright, this time not gonna mess it up. But yeah, it can have some actual challenge in the platforming in this level, plus the atmosphere's cool.
Chances of success are minuscule. It's a desperate long shot. Please, come back in one piece.
Dang it. Alright. Guess I gotta lean forwards a bit. I was kind of leaning back and I wasn't seeing the platforms that well. Okay, I thought the momentum from the light dash would have carried me a bit further. What? Alright, not going off the edge that time.
It's all up to the rookie now.
Chances of success are minuscule. It's a desperate long shot. Please, come back in one piece.
You think you can stop the sun? To burn up like a moth drawn to a flame. It's over.
You're a real soldier now, rookie. You can do this.
Dang it.
longer!
Show everyone what you're made of! Come on, you can make it!
I used to always lose at that part because I thought I tried to homing attack onto the spring, so I'd always be like, oh, I got a homing attack onto the spring, but since as the avatar there's a bit of a delay before shooting the grappling hook out, I'll get caught by the laser. It's just scripted, you just run. That's the shoes I was talking about.
Make peace with your fate, because your lives are now over.
3, 2, 1. Zero!
Buddy?
The sun! It's gone!
What? What just happened? Impossible! I thought all the prototypes were destroyed!
A costly oversight, Doctor. This is why I always check and double check, as any good scientist would.
This is the
Cringe
turning
line.
point, guys. Time to press our advantage and kick major butt!
Like, I like a lot of the music. Some of the dialogue can be pretty cringe. Some of it can be alright, though. Ooh, the next level's so fun. Also, real quick, just gonna pop in over here and before I forget. Those. Sonic Adventure 2, yeah.
That must have used up a ton of energy. Phantom Ruby should be weaker now. This is our only chance to defeat Infinite.
It's really a shame this level is so short because A, it's really fun, and B, the whoops. Alright, that works. And B, the music is so good. But like, no matter what, it'll end before the best part of the song.
All hands, maintain altitude and assemble a tight formation. Sonic's team is our last hope. We have to protect them. The huge enemy force is closing fast. We're falling under attack. Keep an eye on them. Don't let them get near.
Yeah, because that feels like that should have just been the intro to the level, but it's already almost over.
Ship 3 took a direct hit to the bridge. They're falling back. Ship 7 is being crippled by heavy fire. Evacuate
Whoops.
the flagship. All hands, abandon ship. Sorry, Sonic. We've done all we can.
Oh, never ended up down there before, because I just slightly undersaw it. Ow. Yeah, like it should have continued past that or like had more before getting to the tower. The tower should have still been the ending because, you know, the next level's inside the tower, but yeah, it's really cool level, really good music. And also it should have what's it called? There's another thing I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I was gonna bring up the fact that Gun's not in this game. Some of those random soldiers in the corner on the radio, just make them gun soldiers. Boom. Then it just makes it feel like more of the extended Among Us gloves. But then it makes it feel like more of the extended world is actually, you know, part of it. Also, yeah, Infinite deserved to be a final boss, not have his last fight or be a reskin of the Metal Sonic fight and then not be there for the final battle, because like
Even with the Phantom
he had
Ruby, we
such a
can
cool design and
settle
such a cool energy to him.
you into blue jelly. I'll show you how outclassed you really are.
Like not all of his lines hit,
Class all
but
my own. Time to put up or shut up, Infinite.
like not all the lines land, but the lines that do land can be really good. So yeah, Infinite deserved better. He should have been the final main villain.
What would you like your epitaph to read? How about, here lies the blue buffoon.
Yeah, as said, not all his lines
Here
land.
goes is the masked clown. Might as well make it for the person who needs one, right?
Also, why does Sonic sound so unsure of himself when he says masked clown? It sounds like he's second guessing himself.
You're done for, Sonic. The Phantom Ruby's energy is recharged. Perish along with your useless brains.
My friends got me this far, and together we're gonna win.
Friends are nothing but a fleeting illusion. You can count
Oh,
on
I forgot
Your mask can't hide how sad
Dang.
and lonely you are. That Phantom Ruby virtual reality of yours is the real illusion.
I forgot to equip the drill. You always want to use the drill for this level because when Infinite charges forwards at you, you can drill through his attack. Yeah, right here. You can use the drill to just attack him through his attack, and it's really satisfying to do, but I'm not gonna... If I was like at the beginning of the boss, I would have restarted, but I'm this far in, I'm not gonna restart for that. Dang it. Also, the music in this boss is really good.
Forces, the sky's the limit.
Though I do wish there was a boss that played the vocal version of his theme. Yeah, after the last thing, like, I was still just mashing A. It takes a minute for it to actually, like,
impossible.
respawn to it.
Defeated.
Wrong, loser. The things that can't be defeated are heart, soul, and the bonds of friendship. Three things you and your counterfeit cronies lack.
Some people bash that line, but I think that's, like, the perfect amount of corniness for Sonic. Like, that sounds like a Sonic Heroes line. Yeah, like, Infinite just kind of gets sucked off into the Phantom
I
Ruby.
didn't believe Infinite could lose. Victory will be so much sweeter when I defeat you. Don't think this is over yet, you blue nuisance. My plan just went into overtime.
Yeah, and people say that Eggman's theme from 06 isn't in this game, but didn't you hear it right there at the end of that scene? It was like, bum, bum, ba da 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 dun, da. played it. It played it right there at the end of that cutscene. And it's actually even gonna play it again. Sure, it's not as prominent as it was in 06 Colors and Unleashed, but it is in this game.
Phantom Ruby signal is moving underground. Eggman is up to something again.
Doctor hasn't given up. Don't let your guard down yet.
We have to find the entrance to the central tower and stop Eggman.
Oh yeah, why does it do that? Why is like once you hit a corner, it sends you straight down?
Phantom Ruby signal is moving underground. Eggman is up to something again.
The doctor hasn't given up. Don't let your guard down yet.
We have to find the entrance to the central tower and stop Eggman.
Ow. Dang it. Alright, that one was on me. The first death I felt kinda cheated about.
Phantom
But
Ruby
that
signal
second
is
one was
moving
completely on me.
Eggman is up to something again.
The doctor hasn't given up. Don't let your guard down yet.
We have to find the entrance to the central tower and stop Eggman.
Might as well grab that red star ring since it's right there. Ow. I think that's not how you do it. You want to do that. Dang it. Yeah, this level can actually be kind of tricky. Oh, it's the auto-scrolling part already? Guess it's even shorter. I felt like it was gonna be a bit long. Okay, I don't know how I messed it up that hard. Well, I don't really care for the classics. Like, the classic Sonic levels are, like, they're fine. I more just don't like the classic Sonics in the game. It's kind of dumb. But, some people get, like, angry that... Oh. Yeah, I messed that up. Some people get angry that an auto-scrolling section, like, exists in the game, which... While, yeah, classic Sonic should be in his own game, this level should have been like the last level of Sonic Superstars or something. But like, inherently, auto-scrolling sections aren't like bad as an inherent concept. Granted, they do fit other series a bit better than they do Sonic because, you know, you can't go fast, but at the same time... Okay, what? I pressed A and then the jump was like super delayed right there. Like, I could give credit for, like, this is the only... Like, there's... Imperial Tower can be kind of difficult, but... This auto-scrolling section is the part that most people are gonna be dying a bunch at. But I can't give it credit where credit's due for being, like, the only difficult part of the game. The one thing is, a lot of the deaths feel kind of cheap sometimes, because, like, that most recent death I just had, like, it did it again! I jumped, and it just it waited, like, 2 seconds before actually responding to the fact that I had pressed A, which, because it did that, it made me not be jumping high enough. So yeah, when you're, like, when I died on the spinner earlier, that was just on me for not being fast enough. But both of the 2 most recent times I died on that one jump, completely 100% just the game's fault. That was it not responding to the A button, and I guess it's not just a random bit of controller delay. There must be some kind of glitch during that section specifically. Okay, that threw off my momentum and felt really bad. Oh, whoops. Wait, what? Why is Classic Sonic, like, eternally on ice? I guess that's one thing to complain about here. The tight platforming doesn't work as well as it might have been, like, an actual Classic Sonic game, like Sonic 1 or 2, because, like, unless you land perfectly, like, perfectly still without pressing any button on your controller, you're going to move a little bit after you land, which then, you know, in that little ending part when you have to be going pretty fast, I can't afford to take the extra time to let go of every part of my controller. That one was on me. I just did the jump badly. So yeah, I kind of take back what I was saying. The inherent hatred of auto-scroller, I think, is bad. But I will say, like, hyper-precision platforming like this or what people make in Mario Maker, it isn't fun. I'm just gonna be straight up. It's kind of a cheap way of adding difficulty to a game. I prefer when it's hard because, like, enemies being difficult to defeat or something like that. Generally, dying because you fall off a platform... Dying because you... As I was saying, dying because you fell off a platform is, like, the cheapest feeling. Like, it doesn't feel like, oh, that was really challenging and I died. It just, like, kind of feels obnoxious. It'd be like in Dark Souls if instead of getting killed by insanely hard bosses or really tough enemies, you died by just falling off a cliff. And there's just one random section where you fell off a cliff a whole bunch. It's really not that fun. Like, that gameplay worked a bit better with Mario. Like, that's part of why I like Sonic more than Mario, is because that was always a big part of Mario gameplay. Mario leaned into the more landing on platforms is the enemies, where Sonic was usually a bit more like stage hazards, like lava or, you know, actual enemies.
Haven't found an entrance yet. No luck here either.
Searching and still nothing?
My money's on the area the other Sonic is searching.
Trying to go down. Dang it. I do like that this level is longer. It got made a lot longer by me failing the auto scrolling section a lot, but dang it. Like, even without that, you get to see a lot more of the... Geez, that speed up lasted all of like 5 seconds. Dang it. Oh, what? That's so cheap. Whatever, I guess don't go fast on this section. Just run normal. Yeah, I didn't do very good on that one. Yeah, just... I don't know. It feels like a cheap loss, you know? It's like... It's like losing a race in Mario Kart because you got blue shelled right at the edge of the finish line. doesn't feel like, oh, I lost because it was a really tough. It feels just kind of felt like obnoxious losses. Also, they just kind of threw that level in there to give Classic Sonic a final level. He doesn't do anything to move the plot forward, so it's like, inherently isn't bad, but like it could just be a level for the sake of having a fun level, but it really does show how much of like an afterthought Classic Sonic is in this game. This is another level that's super fun, but and has an amazing song, but it is way too short. Also, I will say, there is a glitch in this level where, like, the bumpers don't work for some reason. Like, I tried to use the bumpers to dodge a lot of the stuff during this level, but the spike rollers, but you will end up getting, dang it. Whoa! I went the inverse of the directions you're supposed to go. Oh yeah, now the amazing song's already gotta be over because it's gotta start being this.
Could use a little breather right about now. I'll feel better once we blow this thing to pieces.
Yeah, like, the final level being so short does kind of suck. Because it is such a good level for what you get, but then, for such a, like, fun concept and has great music, just deserve to be longer. Now, before the final boss, to celebrate the Year of Shadow, we're gonna go through all the main story levels that you can be Shadow in, and play through all of them as Shadow. I'm not gonna bother doing like the extra levels, I'm just gonna do the main story levels as Shadow, because Fearless Year is Shadow. What? How do you get rid of those hints? Like, they're not around in my main story playthrough, in my main account's playthrough of the game. I don't know how to get rid of those. Shut up! Yeah, it's not an amazing game, but when you're not paying attention to the story, it can be pretty fun. And then the story actually wasn't as bad as like everyone saying it's the worst Sonic game ever made me think, like, oh, I'm gonna dread going back through the story of this game. No, it was, like, the plot is a bit messy, especially the beginning acts of the game's story are pretty messy and weird. But as a whole, it's definitely not a bad game. Just a game with a lot of missed potential and could have been a lot better. The levels needed to be longer, the characterization needed to be better, and they squandered the potential of most of the characters in the game. both having, they squandered, Shadow, as a hero and as a boss. They squandered Chaos as a boss, and Infinite should have, like, come back, like, it should have been like, oh, you thought Eggman was the final boss, but then Infinite really did come back. Let's see, Eggate has, the ones with QuickTime events you can't play as Shadow, and you also can't play as Shadow for the bosses, unfortunately. Let's see, this one you can be Shadow. Which, hey, they just had Sunset Heights music in the most recent Shadow Generations trailer, and Mephiles is in it. That game looks like it's gonna be awesome. I'm so hyped. Got it pre-ordered on Digital Deluxe, which apparently they're gonna have that movie Shadow, Keanu Reeves voice thing. That's gonna be pretty cool. Ow. Dang it, messed it up. Ow. And it was playing Westopolis for the little bit of trailer, like the little bit of music we got to hear in that part of the trailer. With Keanu Reeves as Shadow. It was looking very good. Facing off against the fake Shadow in a boss fight that you should have had. And also, yeah, since they're having Sonic Forces in it, I hope they'll have Infinite as a as a boss for the game. Let's see, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can be Shadow in this one. Whoops. I didn't sidestep fast enough. Guess we're going this route. Dang, once again, song ends before you even get to the best part. Might as well get that red star ring. Whoa. Ah, dang it. How did I mess that up? I'm pretty upset with myself for messing that one up. That was totally on me, and I feel bad about it. Okay, why am I got it first try on the Sonic, like initial story playthrough of this level. Why am I fumbling so hard right now? Dang it, I almost got the bonus, faster passage. You know what, screw it, I'm just going around the side this time. Yeah, I don't know why there's so much input delay on pressing the A button to get through those. This one's one that you can be as Shadow. Whoops. Ah. Don't know how I ended up screwing it that bad. Also, why did Omega just shoot, like, lasers? That just occurred to me. He was just shooting little laser balls instead of, like, you know, bullets like he's shot in every other game. Like Heroes and 06. Sure, he also had some lasers in 06, but, like, they were yellow lasers. I don't know, they just fit the vibe a little bit more. Green lasers, I like green as much as the next guy, but they didn't really fit coming out of Omega's guns. I haven't been looking at OBS much this recording. I'm hoping there's no encoding overloads or anything. I'm hoping it just looks nice and smooth the whole way through for you guys. Then after that, yep, all that's left is Mortar Canyon as Shadow. Let's see, I'll go a different route this time just to change things up since I already did this level earlier. Wait, what? I was on the rail and it launched me off of it. That was... No, in fact, you know, that was such a cheap death. I'm retrying. I'm not having that count against my score. That was so cheap. Ah, whoops. Meant homing attack into that guy. I guess that route is no good, just good on this one. Epic! Alright, now we can get on to the final boss. Which also, listen again during this cutscene. Eggman's theme, the bum 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 bum, is gonna show up in this cutscene.
We did it! Eggman's army is officially butt-kicked. We won! Come on, now what? Can we ever just win and have that be the end of it?
Look!
Gotcha! The fortress reactor was just a decoy. A true winner always keeps his trump card hidden until the end.
Sonic, what's going on? There aren't less enemies, there's more!
What?
How can there be so many? Confirmed sightings indicate Shadow, Metal Sonic, Zavok, Chaos, Infinite. Thousands of them.
What have you done?
I merely incorporated the Phantom Ruby into this Death Egg robot.
But that means the Phantom Ruby no longer has a vulnerable energy supply. It's an invulnerable
Also,
ruby.
why is this a Death Egg robot? Like, I get the other ones were shaped like Death Egg robots still. But this one's not,
To become the complete and ultimate form.
that's not a Death Egg robot. They should have just given it a new name.
And in the end, everything will still be just as I planned.
Because it actually is a really cool boss design. I like it a lot. But it's not a Death Egg robot. You don't need to call it a Death Egg robot.
Pile of busted robot parts wondering how you failed so badly.
What Sonic's delivery in that line sounds really off. Also, yeah, Tails just sits there instead of going forwards with you. If Classic Sonic wasn't in the game for whatever reason he's here for, Tails would have been running up there with Sonic in the custom avatar, and it would have been cool. Yeah, like, this isn't the Death Egg robot, just give it a new name, jeez. Because this thing deserves its own name.
He's overclocking the Phantom Ruby. That's insane.
No regular tool can damage it now. You're our last chance.
Give it your all, Sonic. You'll always be our shining hope.
Ow, under my knees started getting like really itchy all of a sudden, it's annoying. I do like that instead of just having one health bar that goes down over the phases, I like when bosses have like, you clear a health bar and then it fills back up for the next phase.
Go on, rookie!
Both definitely have their place, like both can be good. Let's see, I want to hit the center. Let's see, go around. Dang it. It actually got me with that one. Dang it, why can't you turn in midair at all? That still just infuriates me about like every game from Sonic Unleashed onwards. You cannot turn in midair. Look, I'm gonna jump. Pressing left. Yeah, all it does is like kind of slow down your jump. I get you can't turn in midair in real life, but also you can't jump higher than your height in real life. And also, hedgehogs don't look like that in real life. So that's a stupid excuse. Because in like the Adventure era of games, like from Adventure 1 all the way up to 06, you could turn in midair perfectly fine. Oh, but I do want to mention the boss music in this level is amazing. Oh, you can hear the mechanical whirring of the robot a lot better in the when I'm wearing headphones.
Edge this, Sonic! Defeat him!
Go for it, Sonic!
Having a final boss in this version of Null Space, it was a really good idea. I just wish the final boss was longer, because also, once again, music and design of this boss is so good. And even the gameplay can be pretty fun. Just add in some more curves and difficulty, and boom, you'd have yourself a pretty solid final boss. Yeah, like make there be a bit more distance between you and the robot so that he gets more time to attack. And also give him some more harder to dodge moves. And yeah, even though it's not a version of Fist Bump, like, that would have been cool and all, but this song is so good, I'm not even gonna complain. Plus guitar solo coming in. Ow. Ow.
There's nothing the three of us can't achieve together. Victory is ours for the taking. Triple boost.
Because yeah, that is one of his coolest robot designs. Or mech designs. Alright. Well, that's the end. Now it's time for these final cutscenes that I haven't seen since I beat the game the first time, like 5 years ago. It was 5 years ago, 2018? No, 5 years ago was 2019. 6 years ago. Because yeah, I did pre-order this game for the Shadow content, but I didn't own an Xbox One until 2018. Alright. Let's see if the ending note's any good. Why is there like a robotic filter over the voice lines? Or is that my headphones glitching?
I guess this is goodbye. Get home safely, Sonic. And thanks for...
Okay, so I don't know if this is gonna show up in the recording, but everything sounds like super electronic and like there's a weird electrical voice filter over all the voice lines. Let's see, I'm gonna see if that's just my headphones.
I'm sure we'll run into him again.
I turn off the TV.
Alright, guys. It's time we cleaned up the mess that Eggman left this world in. And I'm not talking about those illusions he dreamed up for us. We need to fix the real world we all live in.
True that.
Come on. Let's go!
Okay, so it's also on the TV, so that means it's just in the cutscene. That's really weird. Also, Tails saying true dat is cringe. Okay, I don't know if that's like a purposeful thing, or if my game just glitched out. No, yeah, while this music's playing for the credits, which is a good song and all, I do like this song. Oh, let's look, some visuals. I'm going to go over to YouTube on my computer right here. And I'm just gonna see Sonic Forces ending. Okay, so yeah, I just looked up the cutscene on YouTube. It's definitely not supposed to have that weird electronic, like, filter over all the dialogue. I don't know if that's actually gonna show up in the video. Part of me hopes it doesn't because I want to have, you know, a good recording of it, but part of me hopes it is in there so that you guys don't think I'm just crazy. Because it can't just be my headphones, otherwise there would be, the filter would be over this music, and also would have been over other cutscenes that played today. So it must have just been some game glitch. I don't know, that was really weird. But yeah, that ending, Tails being all worked up over that other Sonic leaving when his Sonic is right there. It's just kind of weird and like that classic Sonic, and now it's back to being that's the just Sonic from the past, makes it even weirder. Overall, just classic Sonic being in the game was terrible. That was just like, other things in the game are like, oh yeah, I can see where they're going with that. Classic Sonic being in the game, no, just terrible. Shouldn't have been in the game. Just make it Tails. Then boom, everything's fixed. Well, not everything's fixed, but everything's fixed with Tails' story. If that classic Sonic is out and Tails is just playing through all his levels. The game did have some pretty good music. I like how Infinite related songs is Jun Senoue, like, that's just a funny great guitar, Infinite related songs. It was Infinite, and then also, I'm pretty sure he did the guitars for episode Shadow. Yeah, a lot of the game, like, visually does look pretty good. Just, there's a lot of good in the game, and then there's just some things that are so dumb. It's also a shame that this is the last game with, what's it called? This Knuckles voice, because this Knuckles voice is really good, but all he got to do was be the bad voice, like, be the cringe dumb Knuckles in Sonic Boom, be useless in Lost World and Generations, and then be, while fine, not in a very Knucklesy role in Forces. Then when he had a bit more of a Knucklesy role in Frontiers, it was this new voice actor, which is not bad. I'm not gonna bash the voice work or anything, but it's just, I really liked this voice for Knuckles. And it's just a shame he didn't get, like, a single, unabashedly good Knuckles role. This is a good, song. Shame the Infinite theme doesn't play for, like, episode Shadow credits or an Infinite story credits, because it's such a good song and we only get to hear it in one cutscene. Overall, I'd say it's a pretty good game. Well, not without issue. It's like, I want to say I like it, but then there's just things about it that are just so bad. But a lot of it is actually really good. Like, some of it bumps it up to like, oh yeah, I'd be like, as it stands, it's a good game with lots of missed potential and then some really bad parts. But on a whole, playing through it is enjoyable, even if there are some frustrating things in the story. It's kind of like, I'd still say it's a bit better than like Sonic Colors, where there's almost nothing good about Sonic Colors' story and characterization. The characterization is borderline worse than this game, and the gameplay is less fun. There's a lot of the filler, like, 2D levels, that would be the extra secret levels in this game, are mandatory in Colors, but they're even less fun in Colors than they are in this game. And, like, the tone in Colors is bad. It's just like, I don't know why Colors is such a beloved game when this game is it is just better. It's not a perfect game. There's still a lot of games that are Sonic games that are better, like 06, Shadow the Hedgehog, Heroes, Adventure 2. But yeah, while the game is it's better than like Colors, and then admittedly Generations, it also has like kind of a nothing sandwich of a story and is kind of lame and underwhelming. That one I can at least get a bit more behind, being so well loved, because the gameplay is a bit more fun, even if it is like kind of like a more broken version of Sonic Unleashed gameplay for the modern Sonic levels, and then classic Sonic isn't that fun. Yeah, the classic Sonic levels and Generations aren't that fun, but modern Sonic's alright. Yeah, it's just it would have been nice if oh, don't need. Hey. I'm pressing sticks on my, like I'm moving around the sticks on my thing. There we go. I was moving around the sticks on my controller trying to get it to not be dimming the screen, but took a while for it to respond. Yeah, I try not to complain too much during these, because I do these Let's Plays because I like playing Sonic games. So yeah. I'm just, yeah, it's a mixed bag of a game, like. It's definitely better than the haters give it credit for, and it's a bit worse than the defenders give it credit for. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. I'll probably be playing Sonic Frontiers next. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See ya! Oh crap, I forgot there was an after credits.
Finally, an end to this endless battle. Everyone can go back home and relax. There's no need for the resistance.
Hold on. There's still a lot we need to do. We're just getting started.
Huh? What, you're leaving us? There are others who need your help. But okay, I'm not gonna stop you.
Man, the first time I saw you stumbling around, I had no idea you could pull this thing together and see it to the end. I've changed my mind about you.
Well, there's the end of their little rivalry.
Rookie. Well, I guess you're not a rookie anymore.
You did good out there. It's not like you just waited till the last minute to come in and act all cool, saving the day.
What's that gesture supposed to mean?
Our battle is done, and our resistance has come to a conclusion. But we'll be friends forever. A single person cannot restore the entire world. We have to work together and make a diligent effort. Yay!
Yeah, the dialogue in that little after credits was alright.
Hey, you're taking off too? I was thinking the same thing. You gonna keep moving forward? No matter what, yeah?
Attack on Titan moment.
You and I aren't so different. See you later, buddy.
Oh, they did the thing from the song. Alright, now, dang it. I did the thing where I stopped recording at the end of the credits. Now I'm gonna have to go into the editor and put these clips together. And that's gonna be annoying, because that's gonna make it take a lot longer to save on my computer. Yeah, I forgot there was after credits stuff. Well, might as well show you guys the new title screen since we're here again. Thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, I'm annoyed with myself for forgetting there was after credits. Because now I have to go put the clips together in a video editor, which that means I have to go wait for it to save. That's gonna be so annoying. Well, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video, where, gonna do Sonic Frontiers next, probably. I was thinking if I should go to my end card or just leave it on this title screen for 20 seconds, but you guys have seen enough of this title screen. I'm gonna cut to the end card now. See you all next time.